On October 2, 2025, at dawn, in the remote region of Hatta, on the border between the United Arab Emirates and Oman, two people disappeared. Roman Novak, 38 years old, and his wife Anna, 1 year younger. A couple from Saint Petersburg who came to Dubai searching for a new beginning, vanished without a trace. Their driver dropped them off at a parking area near a lake. They were supposed to meet potential investors. From there, they entered another vehicle. That was the last time anyone saw them alive. After several days of silence, their family in Russia understood something was very wrong. Soon after, several of Roman Novak's contacts received a message from his phone. It claimed he was stranded in the mountains near the Omani border and urgently needed $200,000. On October 5th and 6th, phone signals briefly appeared, thousands of kilometers away, first in Oman, then just hours later in Cape Town, South Africa. After that, the signals vanished. The phones were switched off. This was no accident. It was a deliberate diversion, a calculated attempt to mislead investigators. Who was the man whose fate attracted so much greed and hatred? To understand why someone wanted Roman Novak and his wife Anna erased completely, we must go back 9 years, to Saint Petersburg. Roman Alexandrovich Novak, also known as Yavorsky and Sarev, was constantly searching for fast money. He created projects designed to attract investors. His method was simple and repetitive, long before crypto became a global obsession. In November 2016, Novak made his first serious move. He took $100,000 from an investor for an online fitness project called Sport for the People. High profits were promised. Only half of that money reached the project account. The rest disappeared. By June 2018, using a company named Transcript, Novak pulled nearly another $65,000 from a second investor, this time under the excuse of paying developers. In November 2020, the Moscow District Court issued its verdict: 6 years in a general regime penal colony for large-scale fraud. The court ordered Novak to repay approximately $110,000. But the money was never recovered. 9 enforcement cases were opened in Russia. 6 were later closed. Novak had no assets. His unpaid debt exceeded $100,000. By then, he had mastered the art of disappearance, financially and physically. After his release in 2023, having served just over half of his sentence, Roman Novak did not disappear. Together with Anna, he moved to Dubai, a global financial hub, a city that rarely asks where money comes from. There, Novak launched his biggest project, Fintopio. He presented it as more than a crypto transfer app. It was promoted as an exclusive gateway to the TON cryptocurrency, allegedly linked to Telegram. In Dubai, Novak perfected his strongest skill, selling a story. To investors, he claimed insider access to Telegram's inner circle, including founder Pavel Durov. He introduced himself as a deputy vice president and board member of Telegram. These claims were never confirmed, but they were never officially denied. The offer sounded irresistible: discounted bonds, 2N tokens at 30 to 50% below market price, a 3-year lock-in period, guaranteed returns, minimum investment $1 million, Russian investors, Chinese investors, Middle Eastern investors. Media estimates placed total investments between $380 million and $500 million. Fintopio became a maze of promises, and Novak claimed to know the way out. On October 2, 2025, Fintopio was allegedly about to gain another major investor. At least, that is what Roman and Anna believed. They drove to a secret meeting in a remote area about 90 minutes from Dubai. After that, they disappeared. The investigation immediately split into 2 directions. The first was financial. The kidnappers wanted Novak's crypto wallet. The second was darker: personal revenge. Had one of the many deceived investors decided to settle accounts? Sources close to the investigation suggested exactly that. The scene inside the villa was reconstructed from testimony and evidence. The moment Roman and Anna entered, their freedom ended. The abductors wanted one thing: access to Novak's crypto wallet. They believed it contained hundreds of millions, possibly the entire $500 million sum. Violence followed. According to investigators, the couple was brutally tortured. Until the very end, Roman and Anna looked at each other. It is possible Novak eventually revealed something, but when the abductors accessed the digital vault, the wallet was empty. Did Novak deceive even his captors? Was the money already gone? Or did it never exist in that amount? Perhaps he was only buying time. Whatever the truth, one thing was clear. In the eyes of the abductors, the couple had lost all value. Their fate was sealed. After the murder, the destruction of evidence began. According to investigators, the bodies were dismembered. The remains were placed into thick black plastic bags. The perpetrators went further. They filled the bags with industrial solvents and chemicals, substances designed to destroy DNA and accelerate decomposition. Their goal was total erasure. The bags were dumped into garbage containers in the Fujairah region. Knives, personal belongings, every item discarded separately across the Emirates. The main suspects returned to Russia, believing the crime was untraceable. They were wrong. Unsatisfied with the initial findings, Emirati police launched an unprecedented operation. Satellite imagery, movement analysis, mobile data. The desert became the focus. Around 250,000 square meters of desert were searched, an area larger than 30 football fields. The effort paid off. Black plastic bags were found buried beneath the sand. Inside were human remains. DNA analysis confirmed it. These were the remains of Roman and Anna Novak. Arrangements were made to return the bodies to Russia for burial. At the same time, Russian authorities were closing in. Rental records revealed that both the villa and a Range Rover had been booked in advance. 8 individuals were identified. 3 key organizers stood out. Konstantin Schott, 53, a former police officer from Saint Petersburg. Yuri Sharapov, 46, and Vladimir Dalyakin, 45, a citizen of Kazakhstan. Several accomplices handled logistics. One was only 22 years old. 7 suspects were arrested across Russia, in Saint Petersburg, Stavropol, and Krasnodar region. The 3 main organizers were brought before the October District Court. On December 1, 2025, all 3 were remanded in custody until December 28. During questioning, Sharipov and Dalyakin confessed to their roles in the kidnapping and murder. Schott denied all charges. The investigation continues, now involving close cooperation between Russian and Emirati authorities. Behind the headlines and figures lies a human tragedy. Roman and Anna Novak were together for 17 years. They left behind underage children. Lives permanently changed after that October night. They also left behind dozens of investors from Russia, China, and the Middle East. People who believed in safe and extraordinary crypto profits. For them, this was not only murder, it was the final chapter of financial deception. The case of Roman and Anna Novak is more than a crypto crime story. It is a warning. The world of investments and cryptocurrency can be fast and profitable, but it can also be deadly. Was Roman Novak just another skilled con artist? Or are far more powerful forces hiding behind this story? Watch the next episode in the story of Roman Novak. We will examine the case from a different and completely unexpected angle.